What's up, everybody? OJ here. Welcome back to another video. Today we've got some awesome information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And we're starting off with Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Of course, how else could we start off? But Nintendo has just been releasing a ton of screenshots, and there was actually a Twitter user, Rage, with a bunch of numbers afterwards, that synced up the screenshots with the original Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii. So side-by-side comparison, so we can get an in-depth detailed look at how much this game has changed. Now, some of these you might have already seen, other ones you might have not seen at this point, but there's some nice ones with like environmental, right? So we've gotten some screenshots where it shows like Shulk, or even Fiora or Rhine. Like, we've got some screenshots with them comparing side by side. Obviously big differences, but the really cool thing with this is there's an extra one here that I hadn't noticed before, and that was some of Dunban, and you can clearly see such a massive difference, just like you see with Shulk or with Fiora or with the other characters. But man, there is such a big difference with the models, and I'm so happy that they moved over from the art style which was on the Wii, which just has like a really weird kind of, I don't know, like dull like, I can't explain it, but it's just a really weird art style. This one actually has some flavor to it with what they're doing. Reminds me of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, how Shulk looks inside there, but even just a bit better, right? Even a bit better running on this Torna engine. And they also showed off, like I said, some environmental ones, and you can clearly see there's clear differences with the geometry, with, of course, the lighting, with the models, the textures. It's so weird because I haven't seen too many games like this, right? Usually you'll see a game, and if they're going to be remaking something, it'll be like a complete overhaul of it. But it definitely seems like some of this stuff is like, okay, maybe just textures kind of spruced it up a little bit, but a lot of it is like, yo, they actually added a ton of stuff in terms of the geometry, the layout, the look and feel of the game. So man, it's just crazy to see. Either way, I'm very happy that they did this work. This obviously wasn't a simple, I'm gonna take this game, I'm gonna put it in 1080p, then drop it on the Nintendo Switch. They definitely went back, retextured, remade models, redid quite a bit of stuff, but the game is just so massive. But whatever you want to call it, right, because there's been so much debate on that recently, I don't really care. All I'm calling it is the definitive edition of Xenoblade Chronicles that is updated to match with what the technology of the Nintendo Switch is, and easily one of the better looking massive JRPGs out on the Nintendo Switch system, if not the best looking one. Definitely up there with some of the other ones like Valkyria Chronicles and Fire Emblem and other games that have came out before it. So very excited to get into Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition this month. We're in May, let's go. And it's not going to be too much longer here. We're going to be getting new information pretty much every single week on Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. We should be getting screenshots from the official page, the Xenoblade page on Twitter. Plus, there's going to be more information coming out. There was a new battle video, which you guys are going to be seeing as well. So great stuff all around. Very excited to hop into covering Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition and playing the game. And remember, guys, we do have a 12-hour stream of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition already unlocked on the channel, which could go up to 16 hours. If you want more information on that, just make sure you check out the link in the description below. But what do you guys think about Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition with these comparisons? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, now we're moving on to the next topic here. Deadly Premonition 2. This is such a weird game, and even a weirder just out of nowhere announcement in terms of the box art. We've got that's new. We've got pre-orders that are live, plus there's some brand new screenshots of the game. And it's so funny because this is like a cult hit type of game. The first Deadly Premonition, I looked at it and I was like, man, this just looks horrible. I think it was like an Xbox 360 game. And this game seems to be getting so much more attention from certain fans out there. So let's go ahead and get into a little bit more about this game and what's going to be coming up, release date, and all of that. So Deadly Premonition 2 was announced for the Nintendo Switch back last year, actually, in September, and then nobody saw it, right? Like I talked about. However, recently, Rising Star Games and Toybox shared a release date. The game will be dropping on July 10th. Now, retailers are starting to put up listings for the game. If you want, you guys can go out there and pre-order it. Amazon's got your back, and also GameStop as well. And like I stated, there's some brand new screenshots for the game. So the only thing that interests me is the fact that other people are so invested and interested in this game. Now, it's a mature type of game. It has kind of like a really weird look to it, and they definitely improved the graphics from the first game from what I've seen, so it's better. Still has a little bit of a cheesy look to it, and definitely feels like there's some supernatural stuff going on, so that's cool too. Probably gonna have one of those stories to where it's like so unique and different, it's like you've got to play it. You've got to try it out, almost like AI the Summoning Files, a game like that, really weird supernatural detective type of thing. Not the most action-packed game in terms of gameplay and all of that, maybe not the most exciting, but if you actually get invested into it and check out the story and explore the options, there's a lot of cool stuff with the game. So it's giving me that type of vibes, and AI the Summoning Files actually reviewed extremely well on the PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch, so this might be something like that. Although the first Deadly Premonition game, I don't exactly remember the score, I just know it didn't score high, but there was just so many cult fans of it. So to see this on Nintendo Switch, for right now it is a Switch exclusive. I think it's timed, it might come to other systems later down the road probably, but pretty cool stuff. I'm liking what they're showing off here so far, and it's going to be interesting to watch people who are really into this play this game. Definitely a let's play type of game for me, and once again, not too far off here, July 10th with a physical edition in addition to digital as well. So what are you guys' thoughts on Deadly Premonition 2? And for those who absolutely love the franchise and are looking forward to this game, what makes this franchise so special or good to you? What gameplay mechanics, what story features, what do they include that hooks you into this game? I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the final topic here, we've got maybe the replacement or one of the replacements for E3 2020. So Jeff Keighley has just made a major announcement recently on his Twitter, and he has announced the Summer Game Fest 2020. It's a full season of video game news and events from May all the way to August, featuring some of the biggest hitters in the gaming industry. So the Summer Games Fest will feature updates from the following game publishers and platforms: 2K Games, Activision Publishing, Bandai Namco Entertainment, Bethesda Softworks, Blizzard Entertainment, Bungie, CD Projekt Red, Digital Extremes, Electronic Arts, Microsoft, with further details coming pretty soon here, Private Division, Riot Games, Sony Interactive Entertainment, Steam, Square Enix, and Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment. And here's the thing, guys, we don't know if they're going to even add more to that, but there's also like a backside to that. Like, we don't know how involved each one of these companies are going to be. It could be a really small announcement or something on their website, or it could be something big in this Summer Games Fest. Now here's a little bit more in terms of what's going on, according to Keighley. Quote, "In these uncertain and challenging times, it's more important than ever that video games serve as a common and virtual connection point between us all," said Summer Game Fest 2020 curator Jeff Keighley in a press release. Summer Game Fest is an organizing principle that promises fans a whole season of video game news and other surprises from the comfort of home. So, Steam, Xbox, and other platforms will offer users access to playable, limited time demos and trials of select game content during the Summer Game Fest 2020. Specific content and timing will vary by each platform, so it's not going to be set in stone. The previously announced Steam Game Festival Summer Edition will run from June 9th to the 14th. Now, in Summer Game Fest 2020, programming will be distributed across all major streaming platforms, including Facebook, Mixer, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Jeff Keighley will host a special pre- and post-shows for flagship publisher events, as well as partner with I Am 8-Bit to produce a showcase highlighting upcoming games. Now, on August 24th, the event will conclude with Gamescom 2020 opening night live. So, pretty good stuff here, guys, and you guys have checked out the trailer for it. And look, I'm all for it. You know, Jeff Keighley, obviously, people have given him all sorts of stuff, myself included, but I've been a fan for him for a long time. He's been producing content for like more than 2 decades, and I've been watching him all the way back when he was on like G4TV.com. So I'm down for this. I definitely encourage it. I think it's a good idea, and along with what IGN is doing, we definitely have a suitable replacement for E3. Instead of cramming everything into 1 week or a number of odd days, we get stuff and we get announcements throughout the whole summer. We get what IGN is doing, and we're probably going to get some more, right? We're probably going to get some more from Nintendo or maybe some other places here and there. So I'm definitely down with this, and I think it's going to be a good season for gaming across the board. But like Keighley said, and like I've been saying, there's still challenges and there's still problems across the board, but I'm glad that there's definitely some good news to share here. So what are you guys' thoughts on these topics here, from Xenoblade to Deadly Premonition 2 and this Summer Game Fest with Jeff Keighley? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Check out the link in the description. We've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a follow on there. Stay up to date on all latest gaming news and information. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next one. Peace.